Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Up he goes! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Cleared without complication.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Good running, strong and purposeful. And this is Shevchenko. Now he's off and running. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ibrahimovic. Ball's gone astray. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim. European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's Seedorf. And that's a dangerous ball. And Shevchenko! It's hit the upright. Flings in across. Nicely aimed pass. Seedorf. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Not much subtlety about that challenge.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Played out to the left flank. Aimed beyond the defence. Maicon conjures time and space where few can. Has crossed into the... It's a mighty effort! Goal! Milan! There is the breakthrough! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He's on it, can he get away? Lahm. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Shevchenko. That's an imaginative pass. And he's taking no chances there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's Seedorf. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Shevchenko. Out to the left it goes. Oh, good-looking ball. Pullet. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Knocks it into space. He's had a shot! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Seedorf, and he's managed to get free. Seedorf! Goal! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
It's a pretty loose pass. Seedorf.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And this is Shevchenko. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And the first 45 minutes are up. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1.
Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 21.
And we're off again.
À sa place, le numéro 20. Neymar.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Neymar. Caresses it through. That's the keeper's ball. Turns back here, probably the best option. Maicon. Not the most accurate pass. Seedorf is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Seedorf. Now it's Thuram. Chance for a shot! Beckham is always looking to play quality balls. Bergomi. Cristiano Ronaldo is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And here's Hullet. Now, can they get him away? Neymar. He won't be happy with that one. Edmilson. PSG on the counter-attack. Oh, easy pickings there. No, that pass has been well intercepted. Oh, played right into his path. That's a shade optimistic.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's Shevchenko. Beckham. It's a searching pass. That has been cut short. And it's Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shevchenko touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Nicely weighted ball. Maldini gets a foot in here. Spread it left. Edmilson. Looking for the run. Seedorf. And here's Shevchenko. And he's only too happy to take that back. And there's the shot! It's in! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 10. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Changement.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Into the channel. Figo in acres of space out wide. Oh, smashing header! And he's there to belt it away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Neymar. Ah, that's a fine interception. And it's Maicon. Milan really will have to throw everything at this now. Looking to go deep.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
And that has gone horribly wrong. Thuram chasing after it. That has not gone well. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's found a way through. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Cross to the back post.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, that's well spotted. Figo. And he's been shifted off it. Good ball, good take. He has found the way through. He's cut it out. Bergomi plays it long. And that is that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your reflections then, Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
In with the challenge. Searching pass he's played there. Ferdinand makes the interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That has not gone well. Seedorf. Beckham with the cross. He rises! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Thuram.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well read, nice interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And he's forced to go back. Edmilson. Paris Saint-Germain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Michael plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Thuram cuts it out. Looking for options for movement. Vitinha. Nicely shaped ball. Nesta cuts out the pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Looking to play him in. Michael. Pullet. Seedorf. It's a pretty loose pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Great defending, strong and determined. Edmilson.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Ferdinand. Pressing high and with purpose. Could be danger here. Marmouche. Edmilson. Seedorf. This is promising. And here's Eto'o. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Shapes to shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Well, that pass isn't the best. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And they win it back again. And the first 45 minutes are up. How would you review the first half?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 5, Eto'o. Le numéro 25.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Le numéro 19, Bale. Le numéro 20, Neymar.
That is good strength. Edmilson. And that has put paid to that. Can he get on the end of this? That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Seedorf. Lahm. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And here's Bale. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maicon is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Wriggles his way through. This looks promising. That looks a good cross. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's in space and looking for options. Out of play for a goal kick. Milan are 2 up early in the second half. Now it's Bale, and he's picked out the run. Lovely. Now big chance! It's there! Back to within 1. Interesting. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager...
Big header! He has done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. We have ourselves a real game here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now that looks a decent ball. Ibrahimovic, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Thuram. And here's Thuram. And he's been shifted off it. Beckham under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Edmilson. Vitinha. Threads one in. Lovely ball and a chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Changement en cours.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Paris Saint-Germain get themselves into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Maicon's cross. He gets big. And the lead stays intact, just.
Kohler clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking for a runner. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he cuts out the supply. Milan are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
He is starved of space and time. Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like...
Takes a shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Thuram! Cleared without complication.
Paris Saint-Germain really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's been played through. Well timed, excellent interception. Seedorf.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Leicester. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Shoots!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Thuram receives it in a good position here. And this is Neymar. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
So there's Massimo Otto, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work, the way he nullified the threat of some of the biggest names in the game during his heyday, and that was really impressive.
Yeah, I remember a lot of those performances really well. Now that's well seen too. Seedorf, and this is Ibrahimovic. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is a great pick out. Oh, that's a key interception. Serginho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Takes the shot! Otto puts them all in. Played out to the right. Now it's Conceição. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Paz. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Seedorf has a look inside the box. Gets a good foot in there. McTominay.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's on his head to shot! He's delivered all right!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And that's the keeper's ball.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
It's played through for him. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. McTominay.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, they can break here. And it's Otto. Hit into the middle. Oh, smashing header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Milan do keep hitting the wings early and often here. That's clearly their main supply route, Jim.
Yeah, and the whole team know it too, Peter. As soon as someone has it wide, the rest of them attack the box. The more targets you have in there, the better your chances.
Simple but effective.
Exactly.
Out to the left it goes. Throw in. McTominay. He shifted it to the flank. Serginho. Can he get it through? Oh, played through for the wide man. Keeper has taken decisive action. Over to the left. Højlund. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Van Basten is flagged offside.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Serginho. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bullet is offering a wry smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, what a climb!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Up towards the front line. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's Conceição. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's nice. Tries to pass it through. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Aimed beyond the defence. And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bastoni with the clearance. Rijkaard. Gullit. Dumfries. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Seedorf. And it's Otto. And here's Gullit. Barella. Milan still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Rafael Leao picks it up out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Gullit.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Chance, surely! Yes! AC Milan are all square.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Threads one in. Oliveira gets across to intercept that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And the shot! Otto gets it clear. Paz. Back towards the middle. And here's Højlund. Oh, that's neat. Oh, good take in a good area. Ibrahimovic, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Gullit gets into some space. Who saw this coming? It's turned into a real fight to the last. Now that looks a decent ball. Great chance! Fantastic from Højlund! He's got himself an absolute peach. And again they hit the front.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Gets his head on it! There's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Dybala providing an outlet on that flank. And a chance! Oh, it's come loose. And it's Barella.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Thiaw, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Serginho. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, what about a counter-attack? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Bullet really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because...
And he shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Desperate defending required here. Joao Felix plays it short. Very nicely done. Played into... He rises! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Numero 9, numero 10, numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 13.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Barella. All played for Lookman.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And the number on the board is 3. Odo.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and
Knocks
quickly.
it out wide. Joao Felix. Great defending, strong and determined. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
Cambio di giocatori.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Seedorf really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
No, it's come to nothing. Now it's Martinez. Oh, goes for a shot! Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Short changes him with that pass. And that's been won straight back. And here's Dybala. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got away. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Shoots! And for a moment, time stood still. Corner number 2 then. Joao Felix goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. It's run loose here. Barella receives it in a good position here. Joao Felix running with the ball. Pirlo. Kaka, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Kaka, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Dybala. It's a pretty loose pass. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And so the last chance to find a winner. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Oh, well played. Bergomi. Now he's off and running. Pirlo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And that should get the job done. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Dybala. Now it's Joao Felix. Now it's Martinez. He's won up, shot a goal! And he hits the net! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Oh, such a clever touch.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Lookman. Lovely feet. Now it's Barella. Nedved. And it's Kaka. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Pirlo. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oliveira. And that's that. Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting...